Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Uncle Major, your favorite uncle, even if you didn't know that yet. No pun intended. In this video, I will be showing you where you can get all items related to the Divine Bird Waters. The items covered in this video are the following: Divine Bird Helm, Armor, Gauntlets, Greaves, Horned Water Sword, Divine Bird Feathers Incantation, and the Ashes of the Divine Bird Warder Ornis. Most of the stuff are located near the Church of Bud main entrance side of Grace, in ancient ruins of Rauh. Because it's a bit confusing navigating through this area of the game, I will first cover that up for people that doesn't know the layout yet. If you do, you can skip to this time on this video where I start covering the items. First things first, I have a video that shows how to get to all areas of the DLC, including the ancient ruins of Rauh, that you can check by clicking on the info card above or in the link in this video description. So let's start where the video ends on ancient ruins of Rauh, where the Minor Viaduct Tower side of Grace is located. Start going west, passing under an archway ruin. You can rough see there is a path, so keep following. You will end up on a temple's entrance, get inside and keep going forward until you reach a wall. At this point turn right, northeast direction. Go all the way through the corridor, there is a closed door at the end. This video is open because I have been through here before while recording another video, but it doesn't require anything to open, just interact with it. The next room has a U-shape that you must follow it. At the other end of this room, you'll be going down to another set of stairs that will lead you to another room with some pillars and a lot of shadow undead enemies. Just turn southeast, that is your left side when coming inside this room, and go through what appears to be, well, there's no other way to put it, it's a video game vent. Just keep going forward, ignore the scorpions on the next room, and when this sends room ends and the next one begins, turn right immediately, and you don't need to go much further, that you can turn right again to enter another room, where there is a spirit spring that you must jump down. On the floor below, just go through the long corridor, and the next room there is another spirit spring that you should not jump on. Instead, keep going forward, and at the end of the room turn left, and then just keep going forward through this long area. It will lead you back to the outside, and you can see right away there is a Crucible Knight just chilling in the middle of this area. You can easily avoid her by simply passing behind her. Head southwest, there is a site of grace in this location called Rauh Ancient Ruins East, activated to serve as a checkpoint. Next you need to cross the long bridge southwest. A furnace golem will be aggro as soon as you start crossing it. All you have to do here is just keep running forward, and his giant fire tornado attack will miss you. You can do exactly this open turn to avoid these attacks. If you do that, at most he'll hit you only once. Go south when on his arena. There will be a side of grace a bit ahead called Rauh Ancient Ruins West. This spot is not that far from our final destination, the Church of the Bud. Go southwest towards the next temple entrance, and once inside, go up the stairs, and when you reach an open room with some pillars, turn left to get to another corridor that ends on a lift. Take it up, and on the next area, just lift the lift and go straight north. You will see a Divine Bird Warder that will be farmed soon, and a corpse in the middle of the area that if you loot, it has the Divine Bird Feathers Incantation. Keep going forward and enter the next temple. Turn just a bit to the left and go up the stairs. When it ends, turn left and you will see the Church of the Bud. Now that we have reached this site of grace, I'm going to show where you can get the incantation. From this side of grace, look east. You will see that there is a gazebo below. It is possible to jump on this roof with enough momentum with torrent and double jump a bit late. If you double jump too quickly, you're not going to make the jump, you'll end up on a dead fall, where the result will probably be a macabre centaur fusion between you and torrent. Once you land on the roof, you can fall on the ground below without taking damage. To the east side of the gazebo, there is a corpse with the Divine Bird Feather Incantation. Now let's check Divine Bird Warrior Armor Set and Horned Water Sword. These need to be farmed, and there are two locations. This first location that I'm about to show you is a tiny bit less effective than the second one, but this is exactly the spot that we are in this video, the Church of the Bud main entrance site of grace. That means there are no requirements for this spot other than get there. The second location, on the other hand, is in Inner Ealing. That means there are a lot of requirements before getting there. If you don't know what the f is Inner Ealing, that is the last location of the DLC. Anyway, first you need to do the same thing you did for the incantation. Jump on the gazebo and then land on the ground. If you look south, you will see a divine bird going down the stairs. All you need to do is defeat it, which is easier said than done, because like the Hornet Warders, they are like Terminators built by the Horn Scent. So I hope you brought a hydraulic press or a good build to face this guy. Once you manage to beat him, you can fast travel back to the Church of Bud and enter Site of Grace and repeat the process of jumping on the gazebo roofs and then on the ground. Or if you're using consumables that boost item discovery, head north to find the entrance to a temple. There will be a communist pass to your left as soon as you enter this temple that may be a bit annoying sometimes. You need to turn a bit to the left to find the stairs that will lead to the next floor, where you turn left once again to find the exit that leads back to the Site of Grace. You can get this guy by surprise if you go through these bushes on the right side while approaching him. So like I said before, this spot is for the case where you don't have access to inner healing. But if you do, the spot there is a bit better. Less hazardous, one might say. You start from the inner healing outdoor Site of Grace. That is the first Site of Grace of this area. It's better to start from this Site of Grace than the first rise, because from the second Site of Grace you will be fighting the Divine Bird Warrior in a much worse position. So, from the inner healing outdoor Site of Grace, simply go up the stairs and the gold burb will be on the left side. Take cover behind the column, because most of the time he starts with range attack. After you pluck all his feathers, just check for loot, go back to the Site of Grace and repeat. Simple method. Execution, well, after a while you'll get the hang out to fight these guys. I actually find them easier than the Hornet Warders. Here's proof that both of them drop the armor set and the sword. I mean, why would I create a video show you something that is not true? If it is not dropping for you, that's because how probability works. If something has 1% chance, that doesn't mean he is a guarantee on your 100th attempt. I also would like to point out that Divine Bird Greaves boosts kick damage by 5%, so it boosts Dan's footwork damage. The problem is that this armor piece is, the fashion is a bit weird.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Now, to get the Divine Bird Warrior Ornis ashes, first you need to reach the Temple Town Ruin Site of Grace that is located here in Rauh base. Again, on my video that covers all areas of the DLC, I show how to get to the Rauh base, so check that video if you need to. From the Site of Grace, head north. When the first communist path shows up, turn right and jump on the rock formation to find the Spirit Spring. You will reach a ruin that you should jump under the collapsed wall to use it as a walkway. When you reach a body, look right to see a piece of land that you can jump down. Then just keep moving forward until you find a small build with a treasure chest that is a mimic. Nah, just kidding. The treasure chest contains the spirit ashes of Mr. Ornis. And we are not done yet, even though we have seen all items that are covered in this video. If for some reason you are only looking for the Hornet Warrior sword, there is a specific Hornet Warrior that drops on the first time you kill him. This guy in particular is located in the swamp of Rat. To get there, you first need a key, and this key is located relatively close to the small private altar Site of Grace. Progress through Rat as you normally would, and when you climb out a ladder that leaves you close to an area where there is a collapsed ridge and some rooftops of some burbs, turn left when you exit through the doorway, and jump to a small roof piece to your left side and look for a catwalk that you can make a jump across. Head towards the next room where there are 2 shadow undead and a corpse that you can touch to collect the key.
I want to touch the corpse.
Next, travel to Rat Tower Settlement Site of Grace, and once there, go up the stairs and keep turning right until you find a well that you can climb down. Yeah, use the ladder and don't be a nerd like myself that went full tibia pierced lungs mode. Once at the swamp, turn right, head north. I recommend you kill all the flymen that you aggro on your way towards the water, because they can mess up pretty bad the fight against it. Once at the spot, you can catch the Horn Warrior by surprise if you're careful enough, and once he's dead, you'll be awarded the sword. And with that, we have checked all items directly related to the Divine Burbs Warriors. I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, please consider leaving a like and maybe even a subscription to your new favorite uncle here. And don't worry, I'm not a PDF file. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will see you on my other videos. Take care, nephews.